Welcome to the Points Taken podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer.
Hey, everyone.
Sammy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing great. Episode 6, Sam.
Wow.
6 episodes together.
It's been a journey.
Gosh. It's available Tuesday, September 19th, or possibly Monday night if you subscribe on YouTube.
Ooh, we got subscribers.
Yeah, we do have subscribers.
I love
We got some views. We got people stepping up for us. I really appreciate it. You know the drill. We only take underdogs, overs, props. We talk some pop culture. We talk a little food, a little drink. Get you ready for the weekend. We had some great feedback on our last episode. Dave, buddy of mine, Marietta, Georgia. So the NFL and college football picks bumper songs had a heavy Scott Stapp from Creed influence.
Absolutely.
I have karaoke some Creed in my lifetime.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it is extraordinary.
In my head, it's amazing. On stage, you know.
I mean, it sounds very similar to him still.
Couple of cocktails. Yeah. Exactly. just him with several deep at the bar. But yeah, the first Creed album was good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. They got, they kind of got that, they're lame, like some bands get. They just get that moniker. Limp Bizkit was one. Mm-hmm. Remember, everybody loved Limp Bizkit for a couple years. Mm-hmm. And they're like, this band sucks.
I don't know why. They were great.
Dude, I'm telling you, not even joking, some of their stuff is kind of cringy, and some of their stuff is still pretty good.
Oh, it still bangs.
Holds up.
But it's like it becomes popular to hate them.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so we're adding new things. We're glad people are happy with some of the improvements. Liz from Atlanta, a fellow germaphobe, agreed with me for scolding you over the double dipping. So,
Liz, I do apologize. I've been living alone for about 10 years, and I just don't think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can tell there was no thought put into it.
None. I mean,
Here,
honestly,
ruin your meal.
Just didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Thank you, Lizzie, for normalizing my extreme phobias. You're the best. If you have any other comments, comment on YouTube, Twitter at Points Taken Pod. We're trying to expand, trying to do some more things, try to get on some more platforms. The show is growing, and it's because of wonderful people that are giving us some clicks and likes and follows and all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Sammy, what's on the show today?
We have game day drinks, the writer's strike, and a winning week.
Oh, wins! We had a winning week, Sammy.
Exciting.
Let's see how we did. What was the first game?
LSU at Mississippi State.
All right.
We picked Mississippi State plus 10.
And how did that end?
LSU 41-14.
So that's not one of the winners.
No.
41-14. This game was not even close. LSU jumped out to a 10-0 lead right away, and I was like, okay, so we're at an even right now. Mm-hmm. And then it just kept getting worse. At one point, I think this was when they were down up 10-0. They went for it on 4th and 7 and threw like a 40-yard touchdown. On 4th and 7, would have reversed the field, might have changed the impact, outcome of the game. It was terrible. This was a terrible pick. LSU was better than I thought. Mississippi State was way worse. They were at home. I take my medicine on this.
Yeah.
Fool. A fool. 0-1. What's next?
All right, South Carolina at Georgia.
Okay.
We took, we bet, South Carolina team total 13.5.
13.5. Okay. So this game was great. Mm-hmm. South Carolina comes out, puts up a touchdown, bam. All right? Second quarter, puts up a touchdown, bam. Mm-hmm. 14 points. Amazing. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Because that's great. You know why? Because that's the last damn point they scored the entire game. Terrible after that. Georgia didn't look too sharp. What was the final score?
Georgia 24-14.
24-14 We got it.
But we
got it right away.
We'll
Didn't even look at the second half. Because I was like, I know how this ends. Georgia's going to win. I didn't think they'd win by the 27.5, but I love the team total. Mm-hmm. They got it in the first half. These are the bets that you love. You love taking it over, and it hits by halftime.
Yeah.
You're done. You can watch it casually. Enjoy it instead of being a degenerate gambler that has to have sweet action on everything you watch. Ugh, terrible. All right, so we're 1-1.
All right.
What's next?
Tennessee at Florida. We took a total at 58.5.
Okay. It was 26-7.5, 33 points, and we only needed 58.5. We're way over schedule right there. Very good. How did the game end?
Florida 29-19.
29-19, 3 points to 12 points in the second half. Terrible. All right, so we're 1-2.
Rough on that one.
Not great. What's the next one?
We got Georgia Tech at Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. We picked a total at 63.
Yeah, so it was 10-3 at half.
Okay.
So we're 1-2 at this point, and I'm going, okay, well, this is 1-3. This isn't looking great. 10-3 at half. Scored a couple. Fourth quarter, explosion. 24-13 points. 24-13, Ole Miss outscored them. What was the final of that game?
Ole Miss 48-23.
That's 71 points. That's way over 63.
Way over 63.
We got a little lucky on that one.
Yeah.
But we've gotten unlucky before. This is how the ball bounces, okay? So, at that point, what? We're 2-2. What's next?
Wyoming at Texas. We took Wyoming plus 28.5.
Okay. It was 10-10 going into the fourth quarter. We got 28.5. I'm like, this is good. This is fine. This is good. Then Texas scores 21 in the fourth quarter, started heating up. Got a pick six, was their final score of the game. But still, even after that, I'm like, throw another pick six. Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Because we got 28.5. But at that point, you never know if some jackass is going to run a 2-point conversion play, blah, blah, blah. We escaped. What was the final score?
Texas 31-10.
31, easy.
Easy.
This was probably my favorite pick of the week. It was a little nerve-wracking, but I thought Texas going into Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa and whooping my Bama boys, they were going to be a little flat, and they were. They were flat, and they covered. Wyoming covered that easily. Wyoming's a good team. They play hard. They just don't have the talent. What's the next? So we're 3-2. We're 3-2.
Two, I believe.
Yeah, 3-2. What's next? Last game.
Colorado State at Colorado.
Okay, what did we take?
We took the total at 59.
Yeah. So this one was a little stressful. Okay, they're arguably top 2 or 3 player, second or third player on the team, Travis Hunter, gets knocked out of the game on a dirty hit. The kid that hit him gets thrown out of the game. His name is Henry Blackburn. He deserved to get tossed.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter had to go to the hospital. He's going to miss a few weeks. It was a bad hit. It was an ugly scene, and I think they should suspend the kid a game because he got kicked out. He has to miss the first half of the next game. Legitimate. They make the rules, okay? But of course, the public is horrible, as always.
Yeah.
And people took it too far. And some sweetheart posted Henry Blackburn's phone number and also his mother's phone number. So they've been getting death threats by some real cowards. So that's awful.
That is awful.
Yeah. Back to the game. It was stressful. It was back and forth. Colorado State was whooping them for a little while. And then Shedeur Sanders, he had a pretty great game. He's a really good player, Deion's son. And Deion's other son, Shiloh Sanders, had a pick six, 80-yard pick six. He's a safety.
Wow.
And he took it to the house. Deion was loving that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the Colorado's the talk of the town. They play Oregon next week. That's going to be a great, interesting watch.
Yeah.
But Travis Hunter's out for that game. It's going to be tough. So total 59. What was the final?
Colorado 43-35.
Well, that's way over 59.
Way. I can do math to the little
But this
bit there.
was stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, there were no points in the third quarter, and then Shedeur Sanders found a way to tie it up, and then I knew we were good. There was no way we could have lost. We would have possibly gotten a push, but once they went into overtime, they tore it up. So that's 4-2.
That's 4-2.
4-2
All
in
right.
college football for the week.
Love it.
I'll take that any day.
Absolutely.
I was very happy. We had some good bounces our way. The games we lost weren't even close, so that it was easy. It was the least stressful of our shows, of our picks so far. So I'm very happy. Look ahead to next week. A lot of great games. I'll roll them out real quick. Florida State at Clemson. That historically has been a little more exciting. Clemson kind of on the downslope. Florida State's on the upswing. But that, there's always potential for that one to go a little crazy. Colorado at Oregon, like I said, that's gonna be fun. I don't know if Shedeur Sanders has enough for 4-0, and then the next week they got USC. So they're looking ahead. If they go 5-0 versus Oregon and then USC, oh my lord, crazy. But they're 3-0 now. They had a bit of a trap game with Colorado State. They could have blown that. There was a lot. It was under the lights. It was late start.
Yeah.
East Coast people didn't stop watching that till like almost 2 a.m.
Oh God.
Crazy.
Rough one.
Yeah. Another game's UCLA at Utah. Ole Miss is going into Alabama. Alabama is back with their quarterback from 2 weeks ago, Jalen Milroe. As you know, I'm a Bama guy. I think Ole Miss upsets us, and I'm not happy about that.
That is a tough call for you.
They just played terrible versus USF. I barely even watched much of the game, and I just saw the score and the weather delay, but just bad. The offensive line looks bad. I don't know. It's tough. I got to look at all these games. I haven't even looked at the lines yet. I saw the Bama game, I think. I've been intentionally avoiding lines, but I think Bama's giving 7 on that one. And that was the only one I saw. Ole Miss plus 7. Ole Miss looks good. I hate to say it, but that might be a play. Arkansas at LSU.
Okay.
Oregon State at Washington State. Not bad. Iowa at Penn State. I think Penn State's going to dismantle them. That Iowa offense is it's very hard to watch sometimes. And another big, interesting game, Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
It should be interesting. Sam Hartman's doing really, really well at Notre Dame. I wish Bama would have went out and given him whatever the heck he wanted. And Ohio State, they played a lot better last week versus a Western Kentucky team that puts up some points. So they, who knows? But that'll be interesting. Very curious to see what those lines are and get some picks in. All right. Next thing, Sammy.
NFL Week 2 picks.
All right. Let's review these NFL picks. What was the first one, Sammy?
All right, Thursday night was Vikings at Eagles. We took the over at 48.
Yeah, I was hesitant about this game. I wanted to take it because I wanted to have an angle for anybody watching wanted to pick. Sometimes you feel obligated to pick a game you typically wouldn't. I was going to lay off this, but the total 48, I thought, all right, they're going to they're going to have a shot at this. It was 13-7.5. Justin Jefferson fumbled a ball out of the end zone for a touchback. We're way off pace. That rule stinks.
Yeah.
That should be like a personal foul or something, and they bring it back 15 yards or something. But giving the other team the ball on the 20 is terrible.
That's rough.
13-7.5, and then they blew it up. It was great. What was the final?
Philly 34-28.
That was nice. Nice way to start the week.
Good
1-0.
start.
Bam.
Good start.
What's next?
Sunday, Las Vegas Raiders at Buffalo Bills. We had the Raiders at +9.
So Raiders come out, put up a touchdown, get the ball back, driving down the field. They're looking good. And then we got Garoppolo. Throws a pick, just does whatever he does wrong. And just kept it up and kept it up. So 7-0 going down the field, pick, bam, the game completely switched. Completely switched momentum, which is a real thing. What was the final score?
Buffalo 38-10.
And we got 9, so that didn't work.
It did not quite make it.
Okay, 1-1.
Yep.
1-1. What's the next one?
Seattle at Detroit. Looks like we took the over at 26.5.
Lions team total over 26.5. What was the final?
Oh, I'm sorry. The final was 37-31.
In overtime. Seahawks. They scored in overtime. The Lions did not. They covered that 26.5 during the game. They could have put up a lot more. They had some, they had some injuries. But anyways, it was easy. It was a nice win. 26.5. We got the 31. All right, so we're 2-1.
Then we go with the Chiefs at Jaguars. We had the total at 51.
This was like the game of the week. I thought this was going to be amazing. Patrick Mahomes' birthday. He's going to throw up some points. Trevor Lawrence, he's the new kid in town. He's the rising star. One of my friends, Dave, says I'm just on his jock or up his whatever. And he's like, why are you such a Lawrence fan? I'm like, he's amazing. Well, he was not amazing.
No.
He was not amazing. Mahomes was not amazing. What was the final in this one?
Chiefs 17-9.
So that's 26. That's far from 51.
Way under 51.
Yeah. So what does that put us at? We're at 2-2. Pretty awful. But don't worry. We got a game next. What is it?
Then we go with the Bears at the Bucks. And we had the Bears +3.
Yeah, Bears +3.
There we go.
Yeah, that a boy. Bears got the ball back. Down 3, 2 minutes to go. They got Justin Fields. Everybody loves Justin Fields.
He's
this
the man.
guy, he's better than Jalen Hurts. That's how good he is. So he's got the ball. 2:03 to go. And he throws the ball for a touchdown. Unfortunately, it's to the other team. Shaq Barrett, pick 6, boom. So we had a push, a potential tie, and then maybe go in overtime, or even a win. And what was the final score of that?
The Bucks 27-17.
27-17.
Yeah.
Ruined it for us. That was a rough one. The Bears. Am I ever going to learn my lesson?
You know
what?
what?
I think I've learned my lesson.
I don't know. That's that home team. It keeps pulling you in.
Yep. So then we're 2-3.
2-3.
Losing record. Well, I'm with Miss Kitty. We're having a couple of mimosas during the day, getting ready for the Dolphin game.
Yeah.
I got some people going, they're gonna do terrible and everything, and I'm just like, they're gonna win. 30-23. So what did we take?
We took the Dolphins team total at 23.5.
23.5. Okay. So if I'm right at 30-23, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So 17-3 at half looked like, okay, we're gonna get to 20-24. That's no problem. Well, not so much. Third quarter, no points. Didn't didn't hit the over till the fourth quarter with 8:45 left, so there was plenty of time.
Yeah.
And then the Patriots, had a couple touchdowns. What was the final?
Dolphins 24-17.
24-17. So I had 23.5, and you took this bet also. What'd you have, Sam?
I took the bet at 24.5.
24.
I took the bet one day late. The line went up 1 point.
Sorry.
And I missed it. I'm at home screaming at my TV, and James is at home celebrating.
Yeah, I'm like, pop another bottle, Miss Kitty.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in.
Half a point.
Yeah. So 3-3.
Congratulations.
We'll have a winning record for the week. We got one game tonight.
Yep.
We didn't take the Saints at Panthers, but we did take what did we take in the Cleveland game?
Yep. Cleveland at Steelers. We are taking the Browns team total at 19.5.
All right, let's go. Brownie, score
Yeah.
some points. I think Deshaun Watson gets, I'm going 27-20 Cleveland. That gets us there.
Yeah, there we go.
27-20 Cleveland. So we'll see how that goes. All right, and last but not least.
Do we have to?
We do.
Okay.
We do. We got Sammy's pick.
Sammy's picks. Back to the Jets at Dallas. I picked the Jets at +9.5.
Okay, I was watching this game for you. I was rooting for you,
Thank
of course. As always, you're my boy. 18-10.5. I'm like, hey, that's 9. That's 9.5.
That's not it.
Take it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Zach Wilson does something,
Mm-hmm.
but that defense was all over him. But hey, 18-10.5. Second half, it was still 10
Mm-hmm.
from the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
but Dallas scored another 12.
Yeah.
So it was what was the final there?
Dallas 30-10.
So they lost by 20.
They lost
So
by
9.5 does not fit into that.
not even close.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, buddy. 0-2.
0-2 in Sammy's
We'll
picks.
put up a graph with where you place once you get 5 picks done.
Here we go.
We want to give you a shot. And just to look ahead, I know it's only week 2, but we're gonna talk about the biggest point scorers and the biggest non-performers in next episode. But just to update the lines from DraftKings Sportsbook for the Super Bowl odds, the top 6 teams. Why did I pick 6? I don't know. We just do things differently around here.
Yep.
Or maybe something else is on the bottom of the 6th pick.
Ooh.
The top team is who, Sammy?
49ers.
Yeah, 6.5 to 1. 49ers look pretty good. They I didn't think Brock Purdy would be as good as he is. Christian McCaffrey is fantastic. The defense is really, really good. So you can't argue with that. I mean, I think they deserve to be the top favorite there. Who's next?
And you got Chiefs at 7-1.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the Chiefs at all. They seem to be struggling. They got Kelsey back, but Mahomes. Somebody said, I think it was Bush said Mahomes has not looked more beatable, and I agree. It's not feeling it yet. He'll click, eventually. But I don't know. Maybe they need to go out and get a different receiver, and I don't know. What's next?
You get the Eagles 7.5 to 1.
Eagles look pretty good.
Mm.
The defense, they stole that Jordan Davis. That defensive line is crazy. Jalen Hurts, he's not even playing that great, and he's still playing, head and shoulders above a lot of the guys. It's tough. What's next?
Cowboys 7.5 to 1.
Cowboys, okay, in that division. Keep it in that division. Cowboys look pretty good. I mean, their defense is very impressive. Micah Parsons is an absolute beast. He's an absolute stud. I'm impressed with them. I still don't love Dak. I think he's got a... I just don't know. I think he's a pretty good person, so I hate dogging him. But I wouldn't want him on my team right now. Who's next?
Bills 10 to 1.
Yeah, Bills bounced back real hard. The Raiders are terrible, but they look pretty good when they were in sync. Josh Allen had a really good bounce back game. He performs very well when they're winning. He keeps adding it on. He has problems when they don't when they're behind though. But Jimmy G helped him out with that.
Nice.
He said, "Here you go."
Yeah.
And who's the last one?
Dolphins 13 to 1.
Oh, the Dolphins at 13-1. There's some value there.
Yeah.
There's a little value there. Tua looks good. The offensive line looks better. The run game, whatever. Mostert's a pretty good running back. He's got great vision. And he's got great speed. I don't know. They could use a little bit more in certain areas, but Dolphins at 13-1 is exciting for me. And who are the bottom 6 teams?
Bottom 6 starts off with the Raiders at 100 to 1.
See my comments earlier. They are terrible. I don't like their little coach. I don't think their quarterback's any good. Devontae Adams is fantastic. Josh Jacobs, good running back. Max Crosby is an absolute stud on the edge. But that team, man, they look terrible. Really, really bad. Who's next?
Colts 130 to 1.
Colts are on the up. I mean, I'm shocked. that they're, Richardson looks okay. I think he needs to learn how to play in the NFL because he's already got a concussion. And what we know from Tua is, those things, you got to tend to that or else you're done. So I don't know. I think the Colts are better than the Raiders. Who's next?
Okay, the Panthers 150 to 1.
Yeah, I mean they're playing right now. Bryce Young is their number one pick quarterback. He's good, but they're not going anywhere this year. Who's next?
This one hurts. Bears 150 to 1.
And this is legitimate. They just look terrible.
Yeah.
They look terrible. The defense looked bad. The offense looked completely lost. Fields has no timing. His processing last year looked pretty good, and now he's holding the ball. He's losing yards. He's throwing bad. He threw a nice ball to DJ Moore, and then I didn't see a whole lot else that I like. The running game's not that great. I don't know. The team looks bad. Who's next?
Cardinals 400 to 1.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and it's probably annoying their owner because it sounds like they're trying to tank. They went out and got Joshua Dobbs, and the guy's playing hard. He really is. I got to give him credit. I mean, but they're not going there. 400 to 1. You bet $10 on it, but you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
And then who's last?
Well, tied for last. Texans 400 to 1.
Yeah. It's another 400 to 1. C.J. Stroud looks like he's got some ability. I think he has the makings of a quarterback that might succeed in this league. I'm sure they're happy. They're building. It's going to take a while, but yeah, we'll update these and hopefully the Dolphins move up the list. Hopefully the Bears.
See if we can get them in the
Bears
top
aren't
10.
We'll see in a couple of weeks if any team tanks or really elevates from this. I mean, it's only week 2, so the Panthers haven't even played. They're playing right now. The Panthers haven't even played yet, and there'll be a big jump for teams like the Browns and I think they'll win tonight. I don't know. The Steelers don't look that great, but again, they played week 1 versus a very very good 49ers team.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have kind of a new segment.
We do.
What do we got?
A little bit. We are going to. Are these game day drinks?
Are these game day drinks?
All right, Sammy, it's time for everybody's favorite game.
Mm-hmm.
Are these game day drinks?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we have 2 pre-made cocktails, and we are going to play the game. We guess each other's score based off the first sip or 2.
Yep.
Whoever's closest to picking the other person's score wins.
Yep.
And the loser has to buy the next time.
Yep.
I lost the food one the last time, so tomorrow's episode, I'm buying whatever we're getting. All right, so our first drink is called, apparently it's called Mule. But it's a Moscow Mule, and when I went to the store, they had other things. Here's the box. It seems lazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like a beer called beer.
Yeah, it did not much effort into the name.
So, the can looks fine or whatever. Moscow Mules they're tasty, but they're hard to do. So, you first.
All right, let's do it.
Scale 0 to 10.
I'm gonna go for another one.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I got. I'm gonna guess your score. 0 to 10.
No cheating.
No cheating. Sammy's score for the mule is. All right, and now I'm gonna do my score. James's score for the mule. Let me get one more sip.
Okay, time for
All
the
right.
margarita.
Yeah.
And next up, we have a lime margarita by Cutwater.
Cutwater.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's an actual company.
There's a brand.
It's not just called Lime Margarita.
Mm-hmm.
They got a box with a name on it. It says Cutwater.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Let's
Perfect.
go. Watch you on the screen here. All right. There we go. All right. Now, from your reaction, I'm guessing that you like the margarita better.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna reveal in a second here. Okay. Sammy's score. Okay. All right.
What's up first?
The mule. Let's do the mule.
Okay.
I'm guessing you gave it a 5.3.
Oh, I gave it a 5.0.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Pretty
Yeah,
damn close.
I was not happy with it.
Yeah.
It had a weird aftertaste.
It does have a little bit of an aftertaste. Okay.
But I think
So
you liked it
very-
better than me.
Very close there. So what do you think?
I actually gave it. I don't think you liked it very much, but
Yeah.
I went same with you. I think you thought it was average, so I went 5.5.
5.5. I
Yeah.
gave it a 5.1. Weird.
Ooh,
Insane, brother.
Okay. Well, drinking buddies, that'll
Weird.
happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So my guess is that you like this more.
Okay.
So let's start with me. You gonna guess my score?
I'm guessing your score first.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right. I think you liked it better, but you didn't seem too thrilled with it, so I gave you a 6.4.
6.6, Sam.
Ooh,
Lord
this
have
was gonna
mercy.
be real close.
All right. So we're in a
This is gonna
dead
be
heat
close.
now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you liked it way more.
Yeah.
Way more. So I gave you on the margarita from Cutwater 6.8.
That's close. I went 7.2
Wow.
on that. That is a close one.
It is. It is. I don't even want to do the math. We'll figure out who wins.
Yeah, I think we could take some time.
Point 0.3 and 0.7, so I think I'm like within 0.7. And then what were you within?
Oh, I don't.
0.3 on the one,
I
and
can't do
then
that
3.
kind
And
of
then
math.
what did you score me for the Margie?
I scored you on the margarita a 6.4.
6.4,
Mhm.
and I had a 6.7.
Yeah.
Okay.
8.3.
Yeah, I think you won.
Ooh.
I think you eased it out.
I think we can call it a push if you want to.
Yeah, I'll buy next time.
I think that was pretty damn good scoring and very close.
So the question we have to ask is, are these game day drinks? So for the mule, I think it's a resounding no.
No, definitely
Yeah,
no.
it hits you.
Yeah.
You start, you're like, and then you're like, ugh. And mules, you don't want to mess around with a mule.
It doesn't leave you wanting more.
No.
It definitely, the ginger hits you up front, but
Yeah.
the aftertaste isn't great.
But this ice cold, this cut lime, not too bad. Cut water, lime margarita, not too bad.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers to a winning week.
I think that would be a game day drink for sure.
This is a game day drink.
Yes.
Cut water, lime margarita, that's a winner.
Yep.
All right, on to the next thing. Cheers. Sammy, what else is in the news?
Well, unfortunately, winning time has been canceled. I don't think they contacted you about that.
Now, my voice on Twitter, I think I have at least dozens of followers.
Dozens would be a
Dozens of followers on YouTube.
Mhm.
An influencer, maybe.
Getting
Call
there.
me what you will.
Mhm.
But I could not have been more of a champion for the show, which I thought was excellent.
Absolutely.
It was a period piece that they pulled off. Great acting, like just interesting stories. They knew how to tell a story. I just thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
And they got 2 seasons in, and they canceled it. They put it up against Sunday Night Football for like episodes like 4 through 7 or whatever.
That's tough.
That's a bad idea.
Bad
it's,
idea.
it's a show about sports.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch sports than a show about sports,
Yeah.
unless it's winning time.
I
Because
guess
if it's a bad Sunday night game, I'd watch winning time. But go ahead.
I'll take responsibility because you recommended it and I didn't watch it,
Mhm.
and I was that one view that may have kept him in.
Yeah.
So it's my fault.
I think you do deserve some blame. You did not publicize it like I wanted you to.
Yeah.
So John C. Riley,
Yeah.
that's the look of an adversary there. So I'm going to take it out on Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. So Drew Barrymore announced on Wednesday that she's going to return her show without writers.
Yes. She said it was a difficult decision, but said, I own this choice. And then Moore said, this is bigger than just me. And she's going to resume her filming with, quote unquote, with an astute humility. So, what happened? She received a lot of backlash. Stars, including Matthew McConaughey, canceled her appearance on the show. And the U.S. National Book Awards fired her from hosting their show. They thought, she is not supporting the writers. She's a scab.
Yeah.
We do not want her. The writers picketed outside where they filmed the Drew Barrymore show. So, again, she said, I own this choice. And so she's not backing down. And I'll give her credit. I'm not a fan of hers. I think she's annoying.
Yeah.
But I give her credit for owning her choice and not backing down.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, do it.
You respect that.
You know? So, yeah, she didn't back down. She's doing her show. Totally joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, she caved.
She definitely gave
She
in.
gave a crying bullshit apology. She said she was so sorry. She said she's crying on the thing, right? It's so staged. Her eyes are puffy. I can't even get through the words for hurting people. This is, you guys, I can't believe that thing that I knew was gonna upset people. I was wrong. And she goes, I deeply apologize to writers and the unions. And then she's like, I deeply apologize. She like couldn't get out the next word. Like anyone,
choked up, yeah.
anyone, were my selfish, ridiculous, half-hearted actions. Oh, the worst nonsense apology. Yeah, Bill Maher also did that. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm Bill Maher. And then stupid Keith Olbermann called him out, and they had a little fight. And I was like, you know what? Bill doesn't let anybody tell him what to do.
No, he's actually right.
Yeah. Also, cowardly backed out. Yeah, they're coming back to the negotiating table. So I'll pause it for a week.
That's unfortunate.
They think they're so brave, and as soon as anybody goes, that thing you're doing is offensive,
Yeah.
or that thing you're doing, we're not going to watch, and they think, okay, this might affect my paycheck. They all put their tail between their legs and run away.
They just ran,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
Yep.
You know, and my thoughts, like most people, when I heard the news about the Drew Barrymore show, I said, "What? She's got a show?"
Yeah.
And I did respect her for it, for at least making a decision, but
Yeah.
you know, just they both caved.
Yeah, I hate to be negative and I hate to point my finger at somebody, but she is an idiot. And if Winning Time didn't get canceled, I would not be coming after her like this. I don't like bullying the girl from E.T.
No.
because she was very cute in that.
America's sweetheart.
Yeah, Gertie. Don't want to bully Gertie, but
You know
you
that.
played yourself on this. Okay, and then the last thing. What is that? What's on there?
Oh, there was an op-ed that was titled "Why We Keep Putting Up with Martin Short."
Yeah. So this guy on Slate, I won't even say it. I don't even know what his name is.
Doesn't matter.
He's full of it. I think he's trying to get clicks, Slate, and all this stuff. So he came out and said Martin Short was unbelievably annoying and described his shtick as exhausting, sweaty, and desperately unfunny. Martin Short is desperately unfunny? Oh my God.
Now, early Martin Short, I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan, but desperately unfunny, that's just mean. It's not true. He's a talented legend.
When he came on to Saturday Night Live from SCTV, that was when they were struggling.
Yeah.
And he was so good, and he brought so many good characters on there.
Oh, he's a great character.
I was a kid. I was doing my hair like Ed Grimley and doing little dance, Jackie Rogers Jr., all this stuff. He was so funny. Seems like a very sweet guy. I read his book. He's like neighbors and close friends with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Big Kurt and Goldie fan. So charming guy, lost his wife. His book is really good. Tells a really interesting story and you know, it just he's a very likable guy.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why somebody would write something so negative. It's not like she's Drew Barrymore or anything. But his talk show appearances, he called Jimmy Fallon a phony to his face on his show. Hilarious.
I love
Look,
it.
that's on YouTube. His movies, I like a lot of his stuff. The guy says he talks about his character in Father of the Bride, Franck, which I thought was a hilarious character.
Yeah.
It got me thinking. If you had to have a drink,
Yeah.
with one of the three amigos, who you having the drink with? Rank 'em.
Okay. Now,
It's just, you got to deal with all their stuff. But
well,
yeah,
no, I'm saying like now versus then. Like now, it would actually, I would have to say now would be Steve Martin. But when that movie first came out, it would have been Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Chevy is known for being a curmudgeon, not nice to people.
No.
I know some people that worked at the Boca Hotel and said he was like, you know, he'd be like, oh, hi, he'd be like, stop looking at me, you know. Had some famous run-ins with the creator of the show Community, Dan Harmon.
Oh, I did hear
Those
about
two
that,
did
yeah.
not like each other one bit. He got kind of thrown off that show. Which she was funny. Chevy is so talented.
He's one of those guys that will always be funny.
So you risk going out with somebody who's awful.
Yes.
Steve Martin's great, but if I gotta go have a drink with somebody, it's Marty Short first, Chevy Chase second, Steve Martin's third. I think Steve Martin will start talking about like his art collection and bore the living shit out of you.
Yeah. Actually, did you hear that Steve that quote the about his artwork?
No.
Martin Short, I guess, walked into his house, saw his artwork, and there was really expensive artwork.
Yeah.
Martin Short goes, "How do you afford all this stuff? I've seen your work."
Yeah.
He's just got impeccable comic genius.
Yeah, he would go on Conan. Martin Short would go on Conan. He'd go, Conan, you look amazing. He goes, whatever you're doing, 30% less. Hilarious. Told great stories. Yeah. So, anyways, a lot of people rushed to defend Marty. Mark Hamill got on Twitter. Michael McKean, the great Michael McKean, Jerry O'Connell, John Cusack. A lot of celebrities were like, this guy's out of line. Martin Short is fantastic. Ben Stiller probably summed it up the best. He tweeted very succinctly, Martin Short is a comedic genius. End of story. Mm-hmm. Absolutely agree. And on that note, we will say goodbye. Thank you very much for listening. Please follow us on Twitter at Points Taken Pod. Follow us on YouTube. We will be on some more platforms sooner than later, we hope. And we will see you. This will be the Tuesday show. We will see you for the Thursday show.
Thanks
you very much. We will see you soon. Enjoy that money we made you. Yeah. Boom.